So what all are web framework you are familiar with? I mean, I have used Koa, Happy.js, Sails.js, Backbone. Not Backbone. There are many framework. I mean, I started with Express, then Express TypeScript when NestJS was not even there. Then I used Koa, Happy, Sails.js, Loopback, Strong Loop, and many more, right? But Express and Fastify are like the king. Even the Express is still the king, and NestJS built on top of Express just give you cherry on top. So how the integration works? Because NestJS platform uses HTTP adapter. At the end, we are writing either a standalone application or a REST or GraphQL based, right? So platform adapters are like either Express or GraphQL. So we install this particular library, Platform Express. You might be thinking how I'm using Express, how NestJS is using Express by default. You might see in the dependencies we are adding this Platform Express, right? And by default, if you're not specifying any additional adapter, then it will use it directly. But how can I use Express instance? Let's say I want to use Express instance in my NestJS application. There is a way. I was also not much familiar how to access the instance of Express and Fastify adapter and do something else, right? So NestJS factory.create. Here we are passing Express adapter. I created an Express instance explicitly. Then I can use some middlewares in the Express way, app.use helmet, app.use compression, right? So this is how you can get the Express app instance, app.get HTTP adapter.get instance. Now either you are using a Fastify adapter or Express app adapter, Express app instance, you will get an instance like this. Okay, you don't need to do much. By default, it is using Express adapter, you will get an instance, and then you can do whatever you want to do. If you are using a high performance Fastify adapter to just improve a little bit of performance, which I'm not much convinced, but let's say Fastify is a little faster, then we can do it like this. So other option is a Fastify adapter, right? Here also we can get the instance of Fastify in the same way. But in the Fastify adapter, if I want to use the Fastify options, then I can just specify that in the Fastify adapter, the logger, true proxy, maximum param length. And this is how I can use the Fastify specific plugins. Now comparison, Fastify and Express. I see the performance is excellent with the Fastify, memory is consuming lower, ecosystem is growing, Express is massive, right? Every library provided as a middleware is really supporting Express because Fastify slightly learning curve, Express is familiar, JSON parsing is standard, Fastify is a plugin and schema based, right? So if you want to choose Express when you are heavily, I don't use Fastify at all until unless there is a specific need. Performance is critical when you want some APIs or some microservice to be ultra fast and you want to give it a try to Fastify, let's see, right? So all those things you wanted to use. But even when you are using Fastify or Express, nothing gets changed. Whatever we are using in the controller services, all these things are going to remain same. It's only the underlying HTTP framework, which is the core, will change how we deal with the request internally. You don't need to change anything. You just need to specify the adapters. If you are just using a request response in the controller and you wanted to control how you send a request and response, then yes, Express and Fastify is little different. In Express, there is a request response. In the Fastify, there is a Fastify request, Fastify reply. Obviously, if I have the same request response in the Fastify, they will conflict, right? So Fastify request and Fastify response. Um, I mean, Ideally, we should avoid platform specific code that here I'm using request and response, here I'm using Fastify request and response, because then there will be conflict. Sometimes you want to switch and all. So it is just for example, like you can use these different adapters and can enjoy both the benefits.